Hey YouTube, Rook here from Rook Geek Goodness, my little channel web for all things geeky and cool. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to a Funko review and unboxing video. And I'm super stoked to talk about this item. It really caught me off guard. Didn't even know about this product was coming out. And I am a big Iron Maiden fan. I got all the Funko Pops that have come out so far for these particular line of characters. And this really caught me off guard. But before I get ahead of myself, I want to thank all my viewers and subscribers who follow me on YouTube. Remember to click that all-important subscribe button at the bottom of the page if you've never watched any of my content before. It absolutely helps this video and helps this channel grow. But of course, we're talking about Eddie, specifically the Killers version of Eddie for Iron Maiden, Pop number 144, part of the Pop Rocks band. This is a Hot Topic exclusive glow-in-the-dark, limited to 5,000 piece count item. And this was highly allocated. You cannot get this product really anywhere now. Certain Hot Topic locations, if they were bigger Hot Topics, maybe had more sales, got more of the product in. I didn't see any more of these on Instagram posts that were being posted, any more than 12 coming in at a location at a time. Where I got this specific one, this guy right here, it was allocated to only 3 at the location. Luckily, I got there before the store opened, and I got my hands on this guy. And you may be saying to yourself, well, look, it looks just like the other Killer Eddies that came out about a year or two ago in the very first wave of the Iron Maiden Pops. And you are 100% correct. It is the same sculpt, same design for this guy right here. But this one is a glow-in-the-dark variation, and it's only limited to 5,000 pieces created for this product. And the packaging is a little bit different, which we'll talk about that shortly. And when I do these sort of unboxing videos, I do what I call a breakdown segment, meaning I look at the packaging and presentation, and then I go into the unboxing itself. If you never watched my videos, that's how I go about doing these reviews. So let's take a look at the packaging and presentation. Over here we got the Pop Rocks, the really cool Iron Maiden logo, number 144. A great window box design. Now, one thing you may not notice, might be hard to tell in the packaging, but I'll talk about that shortly when I get them off the package. Compared to this version, which is the standard version, there's a backdrop that's behind the characters, a little cardboard insert they have. This guy here does not have that insert, but please be aware of that. The all-important glow-in-the-dark, which will have a glow-in-the-dark picture when we take them off the card. You'll see him glow-in-the-dark. I'll take a shot of a B-roll of it. Again, glow-in-the-dark sticker. It's limited, again, to 5,000 pieces created for the product, and it is a Hot Topic exclusive. We do have the Killers Eddie here. The really cool shot of Eddie here in the green sort of glow-in-the-dark effect for him. Over here, a nice shot of what the pop looks like out off the card. And it has the backdrop, which I'm talking about. If we look at the backdrop here for Eddie, it's that same backdrop which is included in this guy here, but this one here does not have that backdrop, which I wish I would have put it in just so if you took them off card, you can put it next to the characters to give them sort of little ambiance, which will look cool. You have the Killers Eddie right here, and the back of the packaging showcases all the characters that are available in that particular wave. So let's put them side by side so you can see them, what they would look like next to each other as far as the packaging goes. And it's very similar design, except for the glow-in-the-dark green paint for it. And again, it's pretty much the same sculpt that you saw before. And we have, of course, over here, same back packaging, same back deco design, except for the green over here for Eddie compared to the normal skin color. So let's get him out of the package and continue the breakdown segment. Alright guys, we have our Pop Rocks Iron Maiden Killers Eddie, Pop number 144, the Hot Topic glow-in-the-dark version out of packaging. And I wanted to put both the traditional version of Eddie, the Killer Eddie, which is this guy here, and the glow-in-the-dark one side by side so you can kind of get an idea of what they look like together. They are pretty much the identical pop. The sculpt is the same. The real big differences would be the texture of the hair, because they are using the glow-in-the-dark paint. It has that sort of rough texture feel to it when you put your hands on it. The blue jeans, of course, are a different color. The feet are the same, except the deck of the color is different here. The shirt, if you didn't notice here, his shirt has a different color on it. It's this green color, while this one here has a design on the t-shirt. You can see it underneath his head. If I can get it in shot, there you go. And of course, the axe is pretty much the same. The eyes are a different color because they have different pupils for here and here, because you have sort of this red glow here as opposed to the white glow on that one. But I wanted to keep them both in the same shot just for a moment so you can see how cool they are side by side. And again, this is a standalone version of Eddie. This is not part of what they call Wave 2. Wave 2 for Iron Maiden Pops will be coming February 2022. Don't confuse this guy here as being part of that wave. It's not. There are 5 pops coming, rather, there we go. 5 pops coming in 2022. 4 regulars with 1 specific chase, which is its own design. One other thing we have to talk about is that backdrop I mentioned a couple minutes ago. This comes with the standard version of Eddie, which is this one over here. This cool little backdrop, as I mentioned before. This does not come with this guy. The glow-in-the-dark version does not support this little backdrop. It's just a piece of cardboard. You don't even really need it, but something you may or may not even know your pops have. You can take these out and you can put them behind your characters to give them a little more ambiance, a little more atmosphere. If you wanted to go that particular direction, you can. I do think it's a cool little insert, but you don't really need it. So taking out the normal version, let's focus really on the glow-in-the-dark one. I'll take some B-roll shots of the glow-in-the-dark functionality. I was messing around with it off camera. I can't really get it to glow as well as I want it to. I might need to have it soak in the light a little bit longer and give you guys a good shot. But it looks like for the glow-in-the-dark function, it looks like the hair will glow in the dark. I believe the green skin, for what it feels like, has a very rough texture. Anywhere there's a rough texture should glow in the dark. I know the hands glow in the dark. Both hands will glow in the dark from what I've felt before. Now, as far as articulation goes, just like the normal version of Eddie, we talked about that in my review, this one does get limited by the little hatchet he has in his hand here. It will get clipped by his hair. He has a big amount of hair on the back here. It does fall all the way across his, across the back of his head. He has a large head and very small body, which is very traditional for Funko Pops. So you can't get full articulation here unless you try to push it, and you could clip it and maybe break the vinyl. I would be very wary of that. One thing that's good about this pop is you do not need a figure stand. Very similar to this Eddie here, you don't need a figure stand. It supports it without a figure stand, which I definitely like. And there is no bobblehead. This is just one solid piece of vinyl with the articulation where the head kind of moves. But all in all, I really like this pop. I think Funko did a great job on this particular glow-in-the-dark version. Again, it is highly limited as far as stock goes. It is a 5,000 piece count item, as I mentioned before. You see it right there, limited to 5,000 pieces. It is very difficult to track this item down. As I mentioned, the store I went to only had 3 of these in stock, and I was, as soon as the first 3 people walked in, this thing sold out immediately. And I've seen this going on a secondary market anywhere from $75 to about $125 US. So be wary of that. If you're looking to get your hands on this, you may have to pay a little steep premium on the secondary market, your Amazons, your eBays, but be wary of that. This character itself, as I mentioned, it looks really good. Again, I like the green toned skin. He has that darker shirt you see here. He has more of a red eye pupils, the big grinning face as you can see here. Again, very similar to the other Killer Eddie right there. Same basically deco, same design. It's kind of both side by side, so you can see again what they would look like. A very similar design. There's no real difference except for the paint variation between the two and the glow-in-the-dark functionality. I do like both these pops. If you ask me, personally speaking, should you get this guy? It's hard to say as far as final thoughts go. Mainly because he commands such a high price point on the secondary market. I would go with the normal one. If you're an Iron Maiden fan, just go with the normal Eddie version. If you're a diehard fan, you got to get this guy for your collection, then maybe price is no limit for you. But be wary, this is commanding a higher price point on the market. Again, one thing I haven't talked about was the MSRP. It has a price point of $15 US. I didn't show that off here, but I'll show it on the packaging. You can see it right there. Price point of 15 bucks. Be wary of people charging a ridiculous premium for it. Again, it is allocated to 5,000 pieces worldwide, so it might be hard to get this product into your hands. But all things considered, get the normal version of Eddie, the killer version, if you can. If you're a diehard fan, you have to get this guy. You might be shelling out a little bit more money, but absolutely worth it in my personal opinion. Again, big Iron Maiden fan, love the glow-in-the-dark functionality. I do hope you like this video review of the Hot Topic exclusive 5,000 piece count glow-in-the-dark Killer Eddie pop number 144 from the Iron Maiden wave. I want to thank again all my viewers and subscribers. Remember to give that like button at the bottom of the page. Click that all-important subscribe button with a picture of my face. When you subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon to be notified like this videos. Of course, last but not least, click windows over here to watch more of my content. Take care, guys. See you next video, and bye-bye.